Do you wanna be rich? Do you wanna have fame?
Yo, what's good? What's good, my YouTube family? Hey, it's your boy Orlando back with another video. Hey, before I get started, man, y'all already know, hit that subscribe plus that like button, man, and that notification bell where you won't miss no videos when I post them. Hey, what's good, man? Beautiful day, man. I just wanted to come to y'all with another video. You know, keep in mind the name of this. I named this Real Talk, man, because this is what we talk over here. You know, it ain't none of that fake stuff. Like I always say, leave emotional stuff at home. It just feeds off, you know, telling you what you want to hear, not telling you what you need to know to make, to make change. With that being said, man, what we gonna talk about, we gonna discuss something kind of deep today. And whenever I say that, for some reason, a lot of people they can't accept when I say, it's gonna be deep. It's gonna be deep. Today, I want to deal with the difference between religion and relationship. I want to kind of break down the difference between the two because it's a very big difference between religion and I'm gonna start with religion first. Religion is something and keep in mind, you can be Muslim. It don't matter what denomination or whatever you might call yourself. You're gonna fit in this video somewhere. But religion is something, that we all, when be introduced to your belief, whatever your belief may be. I think it's definitely something that all of us we start off, when you introduced to your belief or whatever, you excited, you happy, you might have experienced a big change in your life, and myself included in this. I, experienced this. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying nothing wrong with just breaking it down. You excited. You experienced this change in your life. You want others to know. Because you want others to experience the same experience that you did. You telling everybody about it. I mean, you excited like a kid in the candy store, which you should be, especially if it's good sound religion. The only problem with that is this. Many people never move past that, which that is level one. 2, 3 years go by, they start to slow. Everything starts to slow. You in church 2, 3, 4 days a week. Same cycle. Work, church, home. Work, church, home. Everything start becoming stagnant. No change. Is financial still the same. If not getting worse, because religion don't teach you to become better in those aspects of life. It don't teach you to become more healthier. It don't teach you to become more financially stable. Actually, what it does teaches you is to become more in debt and more unhealthy. And if you stay long without moving to different levels, there's different levels in, religion. So if you notice people that religious, they don't help nobody. Nothing is helping nobody. Nothing is inspiring anyone, and mainly because they can't inspire themselves. They can't really help themselves because they have not moved to the next level. They're still at level one. It should be, even your spiritual life should be pretty much like your physical life, but different. Let me break that down. Let me explain that. You're not 40 years old, 30 years old wearing the same clothes you was wearing when you was 8, right? No. The reason why you're not is because you have grown. You have grown out of those clothes that you was wearing when you was 8. You couldn't help it. You couldn't help it. You automatically grew out of those clothes. Your spiritual life should be the same way. Your spiritual life, you should only be in a certain level or a certain place for a certain period of time. And most religious people, they never grow. It's still people want people to come to their church so bad. That's a religion. Because I don't need you to come to a church. I need you to come to God. In me bringing you to God, number one, I can't do. Now, I can tell you about it, but that can be done anywhere. That can be done anywhere. Religious people can't see that. They can't see that. So it's still a church thing. Hey, come to my church. Hey, I wish you would come to my. Now, let me break down relationship. When you come into relationship, when you have left the religious level, relationship makes you realize that God is everywhere. He's bigger than only your belief. He's bigger than only your building. He's way bigger than that. So when you start realizing that with relationship, because he teaches you that, then you understand that through anything at any time, God can speak to you. Religious people can't see that. Religious people, they would not go into certain places because they think God is only in their building or in their place. He's nowhere else. He can't be nowhere else. And so what that does is that they don't know that that actually puts God in a box. He can't even operate in their life like he's supposed. Then that's why their life don't grow. That's why nothing grows. And that's why they don't help no one. Because they can't even really help themselves. Because religious people so busy sitting around looking at other people's lives till they lose track of their own life. And before you know it, their own life is deteriorating. That's religion. Relationship, totally different. Relationship, it understands the magnitude and the size of God. And it don't put God in a box. Relationship understand that you was once like the world. He said, man, because they can't actually see. They really just like the world. They just have different activities. That's what religion do. Religion don't. They just like the world. They just. I had a friend. He's of a different, belief or whatever. And I remember I was told that it was, church was selling, some steaks and stuff like that. And I was going to buy me some. He said, "Man, where you going to get, And I told him the name of the church, and he was like, "No, I can't go and get it." Now I'm hoping he didn't change his way of thinking, because that was probably 10 years ago. So he probably was religious. And he was like, "Well, I can't go." And I was like, "Well, you can't go and buy no, if that's the case, you can't go to the grocery store and buy no steaks." Them people they ain't your belief either. But I'm just saying, so that's what religion do. Religion would tell you only God is only in your place. He's nowhere else. And so that's that's why people can't grow. That's why their health is bad. And he was like, "Well, I can't go over there." And I was like, "Man, that's crazy. What if God got $1 million waiting on you over there?" See what I'm saying? But that's what religious people do. But religious people, a lot of them, they can't be on the opposite end of the stick. You know, that's why they have to fit in. You know, I didn't talk to a lot of people. They like, man, I can't touch on those type of subject because I know I'm gonna be attacked. I'm like, well, you not, you not living for God. You couldn't be, because if you living for God, He's gonna open your mouth. It's not no, I'm gonna sit back and be quiet. You can't be quiet, because how can you say? He said many would be persecuted for my name's sake. If you sit back and be quiet, then you trying to dodge the persecution, which meaning you're dodging God. You fitting in. You trying to fit in. You don't want the persecution from people, so you complying. And people in compliance is people that's against God. So you see what I'm saying? But religion does that. It changes nothing. Generation curses still exist, because religion don't give you nothing to change nothing with. The generation curse still exists. No one will try to break them. No one will try to do anything outside of the norm, because religion won't let you. Religion won't let you. So if you still trying to get people to come to your church, and you are religious. If you cannot do without the building, because some people, they cannot, they can't miss a week of church. That's because they are religion. You supposed to have the church on the inside of you. Of you. That's just a building. So if a hurricane or tornado come and knock the building down, your relationship with God is gone. Now, I'm not telling you can't, that it's not right to go into a building and fellowship and all that, but when you can't miss a week, or you can't miss a day, or you are religious. You are religious. You got to come out of that. That's a spell. That's a spell. If you run into a building more, then you spending more time at a building more than you spending more time with your family. And I'm not talking about at the building. You are religious. That's why your marriage is on the rocks, on the ropes. You are religious. And a lot of that is why your kids is spiraling out of control, because you always at church and they always at church, and you're not spending family time together enough. You are religious. Relationship allows you to speak into people's lives, change generation curses. Each year you're going to examine yourself. Your life is going to change. Your life is going to move up. It's not going to decline. It's going to move up. That's when you got a relationship with God. I never seen this many people. They say they believers, and nothing is changing. And they're changing nothing. Why you see all them churches and buildings and stuff on corners, but the people won't even come in the doors? The church should be like a revolving door a lot of times, because y'all won't leave. You people running, you religious people won't leave. You've been in the building 20, 30, 40 years, and then it's tradition. Religion it's tradition. Y'all would rather you do with your parents and your grandparents, everybody. It's tradition. That's not relationship. Listen, my favorite rapper is a Muslim. And you want to know how much knowledge I have learned from this guy? I can pull from anybody. I can pull from any. God can speak through me, through anybody. I have a relationship, so I know what God feed me. I done went to churches where my main church, they only could deal with me on the spiritual level, but I done went to churches where this church dealt with me on the physical level, which I needed. I done went to churches where this church dealt with me on a financial level, which I needed. Which I needed to make me a better man, a better spiritual man. See, but religion won't do that. Religion said, no, it's right here in this building. I ain't going over to that building. That's religion. It divides. It divides. It changes nothing. It changes nothing. That's level one. I got a friend send me scriptures all the time, and I'm like, bro, why you sending me scriptures? He still do it. You're my friend, but I'm like, you send those scriptures to somebody that don't know them or that need them, bro. And don't just send scriptures. They speak into their life. But 9 times 10, they can't. Religious people can't do that. They can't speak and they can't touch on subjects like this because they can't. They seeing just like the world. The blind lead. That's the blind leading the blind. When you are in relationship, you can speak because God speaks through you. That's the difference. I ain't gonna be before y'all long, man. This is just part one. I know it don't even be this long, but this part one, man. And hit that subscribe, that like button, and share it, comment. I know I might lose a lot of people behind this one, but this just I could have kept going. But hit that subscribe, that like button, man. I'm out.